Hi guys, good afternoon. Let me roll this window down. Let me just tell you guys, first of all, I'm sick and I've been sick for maybe 2 days. Usually I try to get in front of it. Soon as I see people start coughing all over the place, odds are I probably picked this up at work. There's a couple people sick and a lot of the customers are sneezing and coughing. It is actually, and see, I'm sweating, and I thought maybe it's because I was sick and I just woke up from a nap. It is 3:57 and it's 83 degrees outside. It is hot, you guys. It is warm for November, what is it? November 9th, I think it is today. So my voice is, I'm at the tail end of it. I only get sick if I get a cold or something. It only lasts 2 days because as soon as I find out, I do this special like elixir in this drink and it knocks it right out. But this one's trying to linger a little bit. I just woke up from my nap and I had one eBay package. So this was the eBay package, something small, you guys. This is the, what is it? The medium flat rate box, you guys. It's toys. Literally, I bought these toys probably, believe it or not, last year, you guys. And I was being lazy and I told you I had a death pile. I finally listed them and I didn't want to list them for, one each because I wouldn't have made profit shipping it out, but it just didn't make any sense to ship it out one. So I said, you know what, somebody might want to buy it in bulk. It might be another reseller on eBay. I did see the toy was obviously there. The market for it wasn't saturated, but when I bought them for $1. So I mean, I did pretty good. Total, let me see, you want to go first, guy? Oh, they're dropping someone off. I did well. I sold it for over $30-ish. Well over $30. And like I said, I bought them for $1. And it was like a bundle. So you can see the box is medium. I didn't fit too many in there, but it is a bundle of 6 there. So that's one, not bad. And I got that in actually yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'll get around to it. But as I woke up from my nap, you guys, I got this bad boy. And this is something, I love vintage items, and I just got into vintage kind of items, but there really is a market for it. So I am just showing all my business. Am I? No, I'm not. This is the large flat rate box, you guys. And once again, forgive me because I'm sick. There we go. Bam. Very heavy, but I got that baby in there, a vintage item. So just a little tidbit. So when you're out there thrifting, and you know that for the not older, but the people that are more seasoned, vintage in eBay reselling, this is kind of for the newbies. Or maybe you've been doing it a while, maybe you have a certain niche and you don't say you sell nothing but like shirts all day long, nothing else. I would definitely look into vintage items because I saw this item and it was so super bright. So it was a neon color, right? And then I said, okay, that's bright. Let me see what it is. Went over to it and it just happened to be very bright and it was vintage. So like all these store closings, I find it very interesting. And I probably learned this maybe sometime last year as I started sourcing and looking for stuff, that if these stores are closing, and maybe, for example, say Kmart's closing, right? Which we only have one left here in Vegas, right? And Kmart carries this particular, or just say Kmart perfume or something, I don't know, Kmart brand, right? And just like Charlotte Russe, when they closed down and went bankrupt, they had that one, all those perfume sets, and people were hooked on that particular, not hooked, but you know, they've been using it for years. They love the scent. It's nostalgic. Anything nostalgic, and I'm starting to learn that anything that takes people back to their childhood or brings them memories, they'll pay for it. So this particular item, where did it come from? It was a 90s store. I'll just say an 80s store. Went out of business. I remember back in the day in San Diego, and I'm rambling a little bit. Remember, everybody knows Macy's, right? But before Macy's, wasn't it the Broadway or May Company? Was it? No, it was. This is how far I go back. This is what I remember. I remember May Company, and then Broadway bought May Company, right? Or was it the other way around? And then Broadway became Macy's. Classic store. So if you find, like, say you find a dress that says May Company or Broadway on it, and maybe it's a vintage crushed velvet dress or something, still has the tags attached, people will pay for that, and it's just amazing. This particular item was, like I said, I can't remember the store, and I already wrapped it up. I'll probably look at it later. Broadway something, right? One of these old school 80, 90 stores or something from when I was a teenager. I looked at it, price still attached, everything, tags all throughout it, hanging tags. I said, oh, let's go ahead and look it up. Looked it up. Someone had it online for over $100, right? And I think it was a small size, and that's another thing. So when you guys have stuff that is unusual sizes, for example, extra small, extra small, or small, because no, I'm sorry, big shout out to all the people that are slim. I used to be slim. People are not small sizes anymore. And or if it's extra large, triple X, 4X, whatever, there's a market for that. People need that, right? So this was actually a medium, but it's a unique item and it's vintage. The person that had it, I think they maybe had a small or something. And I was like, okay, well, I have the next step up, but it's an unusual item. So what I decided to do is mark it up $100 more. Just saying, there was only like 2 of us that had it online. I did like a nice thorough search. I don't know, I can't remember how many views was on it or people were watching it. There had to be somebody watching it because I got excited. I said, wow, $100. I bought the item for, it had to be 20. It's kind of pricey for me because you guys know I'm super cheap. Like $20 or something like that. I don't know, 20. It couldn't have been no more than $24 because I think that's probably about my limit. Even if I bought it for $24 and sold it for $100, I 4 times my money. So that's good, right? So I said, and I wasn't being greedy, but I said, okay, you know what? It's about to be cold, and this is like a winter item. So I said, let me go ahead and price it up a little more. So I priced it for over $200. And then I woke up from my nap, and then I said, oh, something sold. Saw the email. And I always get, if you have the red dot or if the cash register comes on, you know what I'm talking about. So I said, okay, and I'm always pressed to see what it is. And I always chuckle when it's like a higher price item, because I was like, oh, look at that, over $200. And I took a 2-hour nap. I said, nice. I said, okay, so with both packages, they come to over $250. And here's the kicker. Of course, I got to go to work today because we get it done, right? So it's been a very hectic week. I caught this cold or whatever this is, and I've been trying to really get rid of it. And actually, I'm just like, everything's coming up, so that's good because I tried to get ahead of it. At least I thought I did. But and it's hot. It's like 80. Like, what's that all about? But whatever. So that's about it. Sit down and list. I actually have my deaf pal, and I might show you guys. I actually organized it. I had my carpet steam cleaned in my apartment. So I pulled out all the clothes that I have not listed. I mean, all of them. There has to be over a couple hundred pieces. I separated them into skirts, pants, shorts, sweaters. And I'm like, come on, Aisha, you don't have to go thrifting. Even though it's so fun, the allure of it all. I'm just saying, you guys know what I'm talking about. I love shopping. I love finding great deals. And I love finding stuff and actually stay on top of it. Like I think it's a hot item. And I actually sit there and list it right away. And then it sells like within 2 days. I'm like, okay, what about all the other stuff you have, Aisha? How about you list those things, right? It only makes sense. So like I said, it has to be over 200 items. There's some vintage items in there. And I'm looking like, dang, as I'm going through it, so the room that I got my carpet steam cleaned, I sat there and organized it. Sweaters, blazers, jackets, pants, blouses. And I'm like, oh, this is really cute. Why haven't I listed this yet? Someone's going to want this. So I'm going to go through those items in the next couple days. It's November. You know, I should be out there and, selling packages and not selling packages, shipping off packages. But yeah, whatever. I'm pulling in the parking lot right now. But yeah, get out there and list, you guys. Definitely, if you find those old nostalgic vintage items, don't be afraid to go kind of high on them. I believe in giving value and people a great deal, but certain items I see and I'm like, wow, okay, there's only like 2 of us on eBay, all of eBay that have this item. okay, this person has this size, I have a pretty better size, or maybe, you know, it's a smaller size, or it's a very large, so somebody might want it, especially if you have watchers. Sometimes people will watch stuff, and no shade or anything, but they just want to watch to see if it sells. Maybe they have a similar item, or they'll be on the lookout for that item. 2 or 3, what they'll do is they know it's not their size. They know it's not their size, but they're going to try anyway, whether it be lose weight or whatever the case may be. So they watch it. So that gets me excited, because I'm like, okay, all these watchers, I wonder if all these watchers, sometimes maybe they're not all small, maybe they're medium, maybe they're trying to lose some weight, whatever the case may be. So I say, you know what, let me price mine a little bit higher. And I did, and I probably had the item for less than a month. I knew we were coming into the colder season, so it would be possibly sought after, especially if the other person sold theirs and I was the only one that had it on eBay. It was going to be a no-brainer, because those people would look again. Once again, they saw the item was gone. They were like, okay, let's see if anybody else has it. And I actually had it. All right, we're pulling into the post office. Not bad. It's about 4 o'clock. A nice, it's over $250, but not bad. And then I have to go into work, and I wonder how work's going to turn out since I'm sick. I'm just going to try to really stay low and not snap on anybody and be real pleasant and just stay out of everybody's way. Just saying. All right, you guys, hope everybody's having an amazing day. Don't forget, sit down and list. If you have any questions, you guys, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Just a real random video, me rambling. All right, you guys, if you like this video, feel free to share it. And if you already haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I was waiting for a parking spot. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye.